then Aiden.
Live from Muzzy Field, it is American Legion Baseball on SportingNewsCT.com. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to what could be the final game of the tournament. Cameron Manna alongside me, and Cam, this should be a fun one.
It should. You know, Ellington coming off a game last night, a win against Tri-County, and then this RCP team, this experienced RCP team, is trying to come in here and move on.
We can't wait for this matchup, just waiting on starting lineups, and we're going to have a good one tonight. We both got to talk to the coaches again during the pregame, and Cam, you talked to the RCP head coach. What did he have to say?
Well, TJ Grande, he pretty much told me before the game, one of the big questions I asked him was how the team feels, because they've been here before, they've been in this position.
Sure.
And he says they're loose, they're experienced, they're even more excited to be back here. And he also let me know, I asked about how, you know, they're feeling about their pitching. And he says, all year I've been telling them, you're going to have to pitch, you're going to have to hit. That's how you're going to win baseball games, so that's what they're going to do today.
Ellington will be the visitors in this tournament for the first game. For the first time this tournament, we're actually going to have to change that. So they are not used to being visitors, but they will. That's the spot they'll have to be in tonight. So we are going to actually step aside. We'll wait for the national anthem, and when it happens, we'll bring you right into it. Starting lineups as well, right here on SportingNewsCT.com.
Your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Muzzy Field and today's game in the Northern Division between RCP and Ellington. Before giving the starting lineup, we have a few announcements. First, the press rooms are located behind each drink stand. Also, request that in all outside playing area, please return to the third gate dugout. Finally, the concession stand is open for your pleasure. Here are lineups first for RCP. Introducing head coach TJ Grande and assistant John Hall, Kevin Francis, and Luke Alvino. Introducing the non-starters, number 11, Alex Hingle. Number 14, Coach Alvino. Number 26, Joe Hahn. And number 10, Aaron Collins. The starting lineup being off at right center field, number 9, Dave Tweedy. And second, shortstop, number 3, Noah Frederick. And third, first baseman, number 5, Nick Calderon. And fourth, our receiver, number 6, Jack Lombardo. Adding fifth and catching for RCP, number 14, Eric Harris. Adding sixth, third baseman, number 23, Austin Roy. Adding seventh and pitching, number 7, Roland Harris. Adding eighth, playing left field, number 4, Jared Allen. non-starters. Number 14, James Alligator. Number 6, Mike New. Number 25, Sam Corvo. Number 11, James Sharp. And number 4, Logan Jerry. He started lineup, being off the 7 right field, 21, Adam Busey. Batting second for left fielder, number 10, Dakota Holder. Batting third and pitching for Ellington, number 2, Stefan Resto. Batting fourth, shortstop, number 5, Brady Coleman. Batting fifth, center fielder, number 19, Chase Kidd. Batting fifth, and Glenn Kirkay, number 16, Kevin Smith. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 9, Braden Rowan. Batting eighth, and Glenn Kirkay, number 21, Ryan Decker. And ninth and catcher, number 5, Aaron Young. The umpires for the evening game at second base, Mr. Dave Graciano. At first base, Mr. Kevin Moreland. And behind the plate, Mr. Dave.
So as we move along, we are going to step aside momentarily for the national anthem here on SportingNewsCT.com, as well as our first pitch.
Request the oath of sportsmanship introducing Crystal Post 2, former executive chairman, Mr. Dave Dooley. RCP players and allocated players. I will keep the rules, keep faith in my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart as it beat, keep my pride under victories, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you rise and join with us as we honor America with the length of the national anthem.
And with that, we welcome you back into Muzzy Field. Aiden Blank, Cameron Manicam. This is a huge matchup, as we mentioned earlier. RCP, they've been in this spot before. They've been to the American Legion World Series 2015, to be exact, and they really are hungry for some more.
They are, and as is Ellington. You know, you did talk to Heath Kidd. We'll get to that in a minute, but you know, this Ellington team, the way they played last night, the energy they brought from first pitch to the very end of the game, both teams are hungry, and this one's going to be very exciting tonight, so stay tuned.
Yeah, we are certainly excited for it. We're going to step right off for just a second as the managers and the umpires exchange pleasantries, the how do you do's, the pleased to meet yous. We'll take a short commercial break. We're back in a moment for the first pitch, as well as our starting lineups right here on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way. supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Welcome back to SportingNewsCT.com. Ellington and RCP about to face off, Cam, and it's time for tonight's starting lineups as we'll begin with Ellington, and they will lead off with Adam Muzzy. He'll bat first and play right field. Batting second is the left fielder, Dakota Aldridge. Stefan Lesko pitches in this game. He'll bat third. Remember, no DHs so far on either side. Brady Coleman in the cleanup spot. He's the shortstop. The center fielder, Chase Kidd, is going to bat fifth. The batting sixth is the third baseman, Kevin Smith. The second baseman, Braden Barone, bats seventh. Batting eighth is the first baseman, Ryan Decker. And Aaron Young, the catcher, bats ninth. Do you want to go through RCP?
RCP leading off for them is the center fielder, David Dewey. Batting second, it will be the shortstop, Noah Budzik. And then in the 3-hole, it will be the first baseman, Nick Polozinos. And then doing the cleanup spot will be Zach Lombardo. He'll be playing right field. In the 5-hole, it will be the catcher, Brett Tyridge. And then in the 6th hole will be Austin Roy playing third base. And then playing left field, Roland Tivierge will be pitching. And then in the 8th hole, Jared Valentin will be in left field. And then batting ninth will be Tyler Baldwin, and he will be playing second base.
What are your thoughts before pregame?
Well, I saw that Ellington made a lineup change. Chase Kidd from last night is moving to the 5-hole, and Adam Muzzy did have a pretty big game. He had a big RBI early in that one, and you know, I do see that both teams are ready to go, and I do like Ronald Tivierge for RCP, and a few things on him. This guy is an unbelievable pitcher. He did more relief pitching for his high school team with a 0.58 ERA. He had 2 wins in 12 innings with 17 Ks, and also rounded up 11 player of the game, so I'm excited to see what he does tonight.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be interesting, and that's kind of one of the things that is good about American Legion. You see players that normally would pitch in high school maybe playing in the outfield. It's an experimental time and a chance for everybody to kind of get to play every position, and really a lot of experiments.
We talked about pitching, you know, being an issue for both sides, and you know, seeing Tivierge for RCP, and you know, we'll see how Lesko does for Ellington, as you know, both sides do take the field, as Ellington does take the field.
A gorgeous day here at Muzzy Field. A little bit of sun, and that's only because we can't really see. That would be my only complaint. How about you?
No, it's a great night for baseball. You know, obviously the sun. Last night there was not as much of that, but
well, welcome to Muzzy Field, and welcome to the Muzzy Field press box.
we'll see how many baseballs get hit to Muzzy Street. Last night there was maybe a career high, but we'll see what happens tonight.
Oh, believe me, you think that was a the record? You ain't seen nothing yet.
Aaron Young doing catching, and Eden has talked to me about this already. He's been catching every single game for Ellington so far in this tournament.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with what he has been able to come up with. He earns the grit award whether they win this game or not. He has caught more balls probably in this last, few weeks than a lot of people have caught in their lifetime. So kudos to him.
Something else to watch out for is Kevin Smith will be over there at third base, and he did the pitching last night. Pitch count was a bit high. He went complete game for Ellington, so props to him, but he will be playing third base tonight, so might have to make some long throws. We'll see how that arm holds up.
Defensively for RCP in the outfield, left to right, Valentine, Dave Dewey, Zach Lombardo. In the infield, third to first, it's Roy Budzik, Baldwin, and Paul Mazonis. On the behind the dish is Brett Tivierge, and his brother Roland is on the mound. So we are ready to go for baseball from Muzzy Field. Cam, how you feeling about tonight?
Excited, ready to go.
This certainly looks to be a fun evening as we will get things going Adam Muzzy will lead things off. He'll play right field in the bottom half of the inning, but right now it is the top half of the inning. Oh, excuse me, RCP will be the home team, or will be the visitors.
So that will be David Dewey leading off.
Dewey will play in center field, and the first pitch to him is strike one. On the count. The 0-1 is rocked in the air. This one is falling into right field, but on comes the right fielder, Muzzy. He'll make the play for out number one.
First ball hit today, and we saw a bunch of errors last night from Ellington and Tri-County, so good to see a clean play early from Ellington.
Here comes Budzik. See out of the man here, the first pitch is in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count.
Budzik looked really good in warm-ups at shortstop. Smooth, quick hands, and this is in the batter's box.
One is in for strike two, so 0-2 the count.
Lesko looks really good up there. He looks really comfortable on the mound.
0-2 pitch. Outside, and the count moves to 1-2. We really were waiting for it to get dark, because as soon as it does get dark, it's going to be a gorgeous night for baseball. You see on our monitor, we can't really see, couldn't really see that, but now you can see Budzik really crowding the plate. Ground ball, second base, scooped up by Barone, and he's not going to be able to hold it. So it's going to be an E4, we'll call it. As we just confirming that, and as Nick Balazonis steps up to the plate, Budzik leads off first.
Just talked about errors, error right there, and in a game like this, both sides playing really well to be at this point. You do not want to make those routine plays harder than they have to be.
First pitch misses, ball one, 1-0.
Talking about sun. You can barely see home plate.
Oh, I know, this is ridiculous. I always like to say every other aspect of Muzzy Field is perfect, but as soon as it gets sunny, you're going to wish that you were any number of other places in the world. 1-1 the count with an out here in the top of the first. And I'm kind of in the corner here because we got to get the monitor out of the sun, so A, it doesn't overheat, and B, it doesn't, we can see it. Count moves to 2-1. This is ridiculous amounts of sunshine. I mean, I'm a summer person, but really, there's only so much you can take.
Sun only really bothering the catcher in right field for Muzzy.
Here's the 2-1. Curveball upstairs, 3-1.
No wind again tonight.
Yeah, we've seen very little of it, other than that night where it rained on Saturday night. So it's been great. There's strike two. So count moves full, and this is a big full count.
Lesko looking confident up there, and he's really trying to hit those fastballs in the outside corner. Let's see if he brings it again. He will try to.
That's ball 4.
Smart move by Young to go out there, calm down. You don't want any damage being done by this RCP team this early in the game.
Balazonis will walk. That's going to bring up Zach Lombardo. There's strike one.
So Lesko having some trouble hitting the outside corner to the lefties, as will be an inside corner pitch for them.
This This is going to be fouled off, and we'll do it at 0-2.
He's down.
Looks like, yeah, he fouled it off himself, and we're going to see a little bit of an injury here.
Foul it that hard off yourself to get it back to the pitcher.
Yeah, I mean, that was...
It's definitely going to hurt. And TJ Grande will check him out.
Yeah, and it looks like you never want to see that, especially this early in the game. And RCP definitely, we can assume, has some more games to be played in the state tournament. Not the time for an injury. But it looks like he'll be fine. It looks like he's good.
It's always good to see that, to stay in the game after any kind of
right.
shakeup.
0-2 pitch on its way to Zach Lombardo. Fouled off. And giving chase was the third baseman, Kevin Smith, but he just couldn't get there.
And Polizinos was going over there at third base. Maybe they were looking for some off-speed in the dirt to get him over to third base.
We got a nice little audience, so if you want to join in the chat, get a nice discussion going. We'll give you some shout-outs. Tell us who you're rooting for, if you got a kid playing in the game, if you got a grandson, niece, nephew. We'll start looking in between innings, get you some shout-outs. This one cracked foul.
Good
so
at
we
that.
do it. Yeah, this has been, considering that he's really playing on a bum foot, he is. This has been an incredible at bat. RCP and Ellington. If Ellington wins this game, we haven't really done much of that kind of stuff. If Ellington wins this game, we play tomorrow night for the whole shebang. If RCP wins, they go to the regional. That's fouled off once more, so he's doing a good job fending off the strikeout.
Once again, Coach TJ being aggressive on the base paths, trying to get Polizinos stealing to get maybe even 2 runners in scoring position.
Runners are off first and second. And finally, he retires Lombardo. Strikeout swing, and he's down.
Lombardo will chuck his bat towards the dugout. Umpire is looking over there, but...
You know what? That was such a frustrating at bat it must have been for him. He pulls the count all the way to 1-2, and he fights off. And then finally, Stepan Lesko able to retire him.
But you do see in this high school baseball, you know, umpires don't want to take any of that. But.
Yeah. That's a very frustrating at bat. Pitch. In for a cold strike to Brett Tivierge as he steps in.
And Aiden, if you heard this already, after that strikeout, I feel like the atmosphere and the energy is already a lot, you know, more up there with the fans and even the Ellington bench.
This one is going to be caught. That's the end of the inning. So we go to the bottom of the first inning, and we've had a joyous one so far. A little bit of a little bit of a tough start for RCP, or for Ellington rather, but they're able to bounce back. We're back in just a bit here on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Welcome back to SportingNewsCT.com. A pleasure to be alongside Cam Ben. I'm Ada Blank, and Cam, we're ready for this RCP defense. We'll start with the outfielders. Left to right, we go Valentin, Dave Dewey, Zach Lombardo, who had a little bit of a bump, who's playing on a little bit of a bum foot after fouling a ball off his foot in the last inning. Austin Roy and Noah Budzik are on the left half of the infield. The right half, Tyler Baldwin and Nick Paulozonis, who is at first. Behind the plate is Brett Tivierge, and his brother Roland is on the mound. So we're ready to go for Ellington's offensive half, and stepping up to the plate now is Adam Muzzy.
Batted 600, had a pretty good night last night, and the speed is what he shows. Very good home the first time in the lefty's batter's box.
Muzzy, Aldrich, and Stefan Lesko, the first 3 due up in this inning.
And they're already watching bunt already at third base, Austin Roy.
First pitch.
We saw that last night even with Tri-County, trying to see if Muzzy was going to bunt, and he hit it right over the third baseman's head.
1-1 the count. Oh no, 2-0 rather. There's a strike, 2-1. Hopefully you enjoy this one better than some of the other ones. We've got great cam work. Count moves to 3-1 again. Falling behind in the counts has been the RCP kind of motto. They do fall behind a lot, and well, they just walked him.
And look at the energy from this Ellington dugout. They're really here to play, and you hear it right out of the gates from this team.
Ellington stranded 2 in their last half, in their first half. RCP stranded 2 in their first half.
Put Aldridge up. He's majoring in physical therapy in college.
There's an interesting major. We'll throw down to second base, and he's in there. How about that? A stolen base.
That's a close call. I actually thought they got him, and
I did too. I thought they nailed him on the button, but
and the umpire had to have some second
didn't think
thoughts.
so.
He had to have some second thoughts, and here comes Coach TJ from RCP. Third base umpire will walk over to him to converge on the call.
And I mean, there's nothing in this situation. You got to stay in the dugout. There's no reason. They're not going to come here and overturn the call.
Yeah, no, they're not. And you definitely do not want to get thrown out or anything, have any bad blood with the umps.
No, that's not what you want to do.
But the call will stand. So Muzzy will get a stolen base. That will be his third of this tournament.
Ball 1. 2-0 the count. Ball 2 rather.
Aldrich, another guy on this team that wears no batting gloves. Him and our Sam Corvia, who will be at reserve tonight.
Yeah, Corvo is not starting. That one misses. Oh, that was a strike. So he didn't put up the signal, which is what I was going. 3-1 the count. Runner goes. Foul back, and that's on a Muzzy Street. There's the, oh no, that's into the picnic area. So 3-2 the count.
Muzzy trying to pick up his fourth stolen base right there. Both coaches being aggressive on the base path early.
Certainly, yeah. They're both being overly aggressive, if you want to say. Looks back the runner a couple of times in second, and it's fouled off by Aldrich.
It's the second long good at bat we've seen. We've seen one from Lombardo and now from Aldrich.
Let's hope that he's able to get a hit just so he's not that frustrated coming into the dugout. It can really take something out of you. This one is flied the other way. Underneath it and right is Lombardo, and there's one away. One down with a man off second base. That was an excellent catch. Good hit ball, well hit ball, but just couldn't get it. Here comes Stefan Lesko.
Batted 4-11 in his 16-17 baseball season at Somers High.
Let's go on the mound for this Ellington squad. So it's a pitcher-to-pitcher battle. That's ball 1, 1-0.
And I wonder the connection between both Tyridge's on the mound and behind the plate.
Well, they are brothers, so it's one brother thrown to another as the count moves to 2-0. The Tibierges, a very big baseball family. Hopefully I said that right, Tibierges. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. 1-1 actually is the count.
A few of the pronunciations are
1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, top of the first, and an out. RCP on to Ellington, scoreless. Ellington needs a win to keep their season alive. RCP a win, and they're going to the New England Regional Tournament as well as the state tournament next week. That's ball 2. So the count evened up at 2 apiece. Oh, what a nasty pitch. There is strike 3, and it was an unbelievable curveball for out number 2. And just as quickly as Ellington gets the leadoff batter to second base, Aldrich and Lesko both kind of put any rally to bed as here comes the cleanup hitter, Brady Coleman, the shortstop on this team to try and keep this inning alive. Foul back, 0-1.
If Tibierge could get out of this inning right here, and like you said, Muzzy got on to start the inning, getting 3 batters out in a row, 2, 3, 4, that would be big for RCP.
Oh, they almost had him at second base. He turned and looked. Here comes the pitch. Very paranoid about that runner at second. Fouled off on 2.
You should not be worrying about him at all. You know, there's no way he's going to steal with 2 outs and everyone have the last out at third base. I don't see Muzzy moving.
This one back up the middle. It's a base hit.
Here he comes.
Oncoming is the runner. He is safe at the plate. 1-0 Ellington. They'll call it an error, but it's 1-0 regardless.
And that run scoring right there, the second baseman worrying a bit too much over there about the runner with 2 outs, and that's going to cost them.
Ball 1. 1-0 the count.
And even though the error's on David Dewey, you know, you got to put some thought in. It could have been the second baseman's fault with his judgment of looking over the runner.
Ground ball. This is a tough play to make it short. He tried to go to third, and just like that, Chase Kidd reaches on a fielder's choice.
Look at this, 2 outs now, and they're rallying. Already got 1 run, now they got to run around third base. Let's see what they can do. You see the little things, Aiden, the little things to really change this game. One small little judgment by the second baseman now is changing the complexion of the inning.
So here's Braden Barone with runners off second and third, and a big opportunity for him now. Got on and missed. 0-1 the count. So just like that, we thought it might be over after Aldrich flew out and Lesko struck out, but now suddenly becoming a big chance. This ball is going to be caught to end the inning, but not before Ellington gets a 1-0 lead. They are going to strike first, and we'll be back in just a bit. You're watching American Legion Baseball on SportingNewsCT.com.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Welcome back to Muzzy Field on Sporting News CT. I'm Karen Mann alongside Aiden Blake.
Cam, this is going to be a heck of an inning to work with. This is the inning where we're going to see if RCP is going to be a real contender in this ball game. First pitch of the inning is a strike, 0-1 the count.
Lesko,
to Austin Roy.
Lesko loving that outside corner right now.
Miss 0-2.
Gets it again. Keep getting it until they time it up and hit it.
Yeah, they've had a very tough time hitting him thus far. This one a ground ball to short. There's the easy put out. The next at they get it. 6-3 on the put out. There's one down in the inning.
That is 7, pitcher number 7, Roland Pitcher.
Miss for ball 1. 1-0 the count as Roland Tibiers steps up. This one cracked on the ground by the glove of the pitcher.
Great play.
But that is going to be an incredible play to get him at first. Again, another 6-3 put out. Here comes Valentine. Not exactly in the highest of hopes. It went by Lesko's glove barely. But a nice snag over at short, and they get him.
Brady Coleman almost at shortstop, almost snow coned that ball to keep it in his glove. Great play.
Here's Jared Valentine with 2 down. The first pitch is ball 1. Two out, top of the second, and nobody on. RCP's gone rather quietly to start. Ball 2, 2-0. Or excuse me, that's ball 1. So the count 1-1. Trying to multitask here. I'm trying to get replay. And I'm also trying to do the scoreboard and call a game and do a scorebook. So lots of multitasking. That just misses. So I know that it is 2-1. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, 3-1.
Lesko could really get out of this inning quickly. A walk here would, not hurt too much, but
it would do wonders.
To get out of this,
well,
1-2-3 would be big.
Yeah, it would do wonders if he can get out of this inning. Here comes the pitch. That's ball 4, so it puts him on first base. A very tough spot there. So Tyler Baldwin steps in. After Valentine walks, it's Baldwin, then the top of the order with Dewey Budzik and Paul Azonis up next.
Baldwin batted .171 in his high school season this year. Plays varsity baseball and basketball.
First pitch to him, strike 1, 0-1 the count.
He's going to be a junior at Cromwell High.
They play some good baseball up there in Cromwell. This count moves to 1-1. Yeah, they do play good baseball. It's right up near, that's where they have the golf tournament, the Travelers Championship. 1-1 due up for Baldwin. 1-1 in for a called strike, 1-2.
Big pitch here for Lesko.
The 1-2 on its way. The sun beats right into our eyes. The count now moves to 2-2, so he evens it out. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and in the top of the second with 1 on. So the magic number is 2 here, Cam.
It is.
Here's the pitch. Flied in the air and foul down the line.
That's the first one that will just get on Muzzy Street unless it rolls back into play.
Yeah, that one got on a Muzzy Street. First of the night. Now, normally they do have a ball shagger, but tonight they do not. Here comes the pitch. Cracked on the ground. This is going to have to be an off-balance play, and it is!
What a play.
How about that? 6-3 goes the put out in Ellington. 1-0 after 1.5 innings. They lead it. Back in a moment on SportingNewsCT.com.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Welcome back to SportingNewsCT.com. Ada Black alongside Cameron Manna. Cam's looking right now at some comments. And Cam, you see anything yet that you like?
Loading in right now.
All right, so we go to the bottom of the second inning. We don't see anything, and that's very sad. Those of you that are watching it, you can't hide because we know you're watching. Upstairs. 2-1 very quickly. 3-6-3 putouts in the previous inning. Now moves to 2-2 on Barone. RCP scoreless in their first 2 as that ball's fouled off. Ellington scored 1 their last inning, left a few runners on base, so they certainly can score when they need to.
And we got our first comment from Alex Green. He says, go RCP.
Ground ball. This is going to be a chase to the bag, but a wonderful play, and that's the out.
So we got one fan, Aiden. Celtics logo, he says, go RCP. Thank you for commenting down, Alex.
See if we can get the replay there. Yeah, and it's a little shaky. But there's your replay. Count 1-0. 1-1 now. The put out will actually go 3-1 there as Barone gets thrown out. And here's Decker. Fouled off, 1-2. Here's Ryan Decker. He will play defensively at first base. He looks very lean for a first baseman. You got to give him that.
Yeah, I talked about it last night. He's 5'9".
Ground ball third. This one picked up across the diamond, and that's the out. So 2 down here in the inning. The putout will go 5-3.
Nice play over there by Austin Roy.
And that will bring up Aaron Young, the hero of this tournament catching-wise for Ellington. Has caught every single game this season. So.
He's a graduate this year from Somers High.
Okay. That's all the way up there near Ellington. 0-1. Popped in the air. This is playable out in right center field. Caught for the final out. So that will do it for the bottom of the second inning. We will go to the top of the third. This game moving along again pretty well. We're back in just a bit here on SportingNewsCT.com.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Welcome back to Muzzy Field. Aiden Blank, Cameron Manna, and Cam were ready to go for the top of the third inning. This is technically the championship game with a couple of extra notes. Again, if Ellington wins, we play tomorrow night, and that is the end-all game. But if RCP wins, not only are they going to the state tournament next week, the best-of-3 series against whoever wins the game in SEPA, at SEPA Field in Meriden, but they're also going to the New England Regional.
A lot on the line here. And Lesko.
Yeah, that's a ball to Dewey, I believe.
Lesko moving along well.
Dewey hit it out to right his first time. This one popped in the air. Playable at third, and it's Austin Roy to grab it for the out. Oh, excuse me, that was Kevin Smith to grab it for the out. So 1 away. He's 0 for 2. And now here comes Noah Budzik. Got on and reached on an error the first time, so technically he's still 0 for 0 on the day. First pitch to him. In for a called strike.
Well, no, it would be 0 for 1 if you reach on. There.
Okay, so he's 0 for 1 on the day. He's the 0-1. Cracked on the ground, base hit. What an excellent job there, and he reaches once again.
So that is RCP's first hit, so
it is, yeah.
Quote-unquote early no-hit bid is over for Ellington.
Yeah, he got 2 done.
He did.
He went 2 1/3, and then the no-hit bid went goodbye.
Last night Ellington went, I think, 4 innings or 3 1/3 with no-hit baseball.
Oh yeah, they went pretty long. It's ball 1. Nick Palazzone steps up, walked his first time. Zach Lombardo on deck.
Alex Green has said, thanks for live streaming this, especially since you're doing more than just running the broadcast.
Well, you're welcome, Alex. We try and do as much as we can. The replay, that's all. It's the best we can do. Unfortunately, we'd love to get a little less choppy replay. Here's the 2-0. Inside 3-0. And when all is said and done, Cam, obviously we want to be here, and we do this for the fans. We do this for the 23 of you that are watching at home and watching this broadcast and that we're not able to make the game, and I'm sure you're very upset about that. And you're watching this game and you're saying, hey, there's Johnny out at first base.
And Alyssa Walker.
Or in this case, it's Ryan Decker out at first base.
And Alyssa Walker just said, I hope RCP wins, so 2 RCP fans in the chat.
That one just misses. Oh my goodness.
And as we say
How about that?
As we say that, here comes RCP with 1 out in first and second.
So Paul Azonis has walked 2 times today. Well, both times he's walked. He'll probably get another chance or 2, depending on how this game ends up at bat.
Lombardo kind of just leaned on his leg, so he was the player that did get banged up last at bat.
Yeah, he is on a bum foot. Tries to bunt. Fouled off 0-1.
Dropped his bat there. Dropped the barrel. Luckily, he actually even got the bunt on the ground.
RCP is post 105 out of Connecticut. In 2015, they played in the American Legion World Series. Played in a very tough group with Louisiana and South Carolina, or excuse me, yes, Louisiana and South Carolina. Played with some very good teams in that group, and they ended up going 0-3. But you know what?
They were there.
It's kind of like with the Little League World Series. You're so happy to get there. You could go.
Oh, he made the catch!
Unbelievable catch out there. That was incredible.
Great play by Adam Muzzy. Snow cone did too. Full extension.
That was unbelievable. Full send, as our friend Dan Zampano would say. Full send. Unbelievable play. 2 down here in the inning.
So I think that tops Chase Kidd's catch last night.
Yeah, I definitely think it does. The sun's still beating well in. Runner goes, and it's right in the dirt. So he just takes third base.
So both runners moving up. Now second and third, 2 outs. A single here could be huge for RCP.
Want to know the count? Well, the idea here is if he's not going to give it to you, take it yourself.
Yep.
Excuse me. Rather, if he's going to give it to you, you just take it. You don't say, you don't complain, you just take that. They will.
Thank you and you're welcome. That's what they gotta say.
1-1 the count, split right down the middle. Now it's 1-2.
RCP really has got to be a bit more aggressive at the plate right now. Big opportunity for them.
Lombardo is also 0 for 2 on the day. We failed to mention that. Ground ball toward the middle. Takes a nice hop off the pitcher's mound, and it went right to the shortstop, Coleman. And that's the out. So to the bottom of the 3rd inning we go, and it's been a pleasure so far. It's certainly there you see the sun in the top left-hand corner. But we'll take a short break. We're back in just a bit here on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Welcome back to Muzzy Field. A pleasure to have you along with us. Aiden Blank, Cam Manna, and 25 of you at home. Thanks for joining us and making us part of your Tuesday evening festivities. As we continue on here from Bristol. And a gorgeous night at Muzzy Field. Again, we were a little we complained just a bit with the sunlight shining right through the booth. But again, there's not much we can do about it, and it's definitely, it took about a half an hour, but we're all good now.
Austin Boy coming in at third base to watch the bunt from Adam Muzzy.
Muzzy will lead off. He walked his first time, scored the game's only run.
And made an unbelievable diving catch in right field.
Yes, he has made some pretty good plays thus far. There's the scoreboard. This one cracked in the air. This dropping, and it's going to go foul, though. That was nearly. He hit it right into what I like to call the try zone there, where you have. There's two of them on the ball field, out and right and out and left. Right down the line where you've got three, the shortstop, third baseman, and left fielder, or in the other case, the second baseman, sometimes center fielder, right fielder, and first baseman are all converging, and it's a very tough play to make.
Great at bat so far for Muzzy.
Count goes to 1-2. Dakota Aldrich, Stefan Lesko, and Brady Coleman waiting on deck, the left fielder, pitcher, and shortstop today, as that is going to be a drop third strike. They'll go to first.
He almost beat that out right there.
He did, but that will be the second out of the inning. First out, but out goes 2-3, and that brings up Dakota Aldrich. Flew out to right his first at bat.
Left fielder number 10, Dakota Aldrich.
Stefan Lesko waits on the on-deck circle. First pitch to Aldrich is a curveball. 0-1.
Yo, what's up?
0-1 pitch, and he called time before.
You know what? I'm operating a camera.
Never like that as a pitcher, to have time called right when you're in motion.
It's an extra pitch. I mean, you're going to throw 103, 104 on the night. He plunked him.
Free base, and you wear it. As my Coach Dennis likes to say.
No problem with that. I'll take first base. Here comes Stefan Lesko. With an out here in the bottom of the third inning.
But I'm operating the camera.
First and second.
Right now. You got to call her back. Gotta go. Bye.
Cracked on the ground. This ball is going to be 1 and 2. No, he's safe at first.
Would have been an unbelievable play over there at short. Hudzik, sidearm throw off balanced, but Lesko is safe at first. And a great stretch from Polizinos at first as well.
First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Two quick pitches right there, and you could hear him. You could hear him yell it out.
Yep. Oh,
that one just barely missed.
Aldrich getting lucky there. Dakota Aldrich almost had. Tivier only had 3 pitches right there.
And this is now the count runs at 2-2. This is where you begin to have problems because you're losing it. You need more. Cut out and miss. That's strike 3.
And that will end the inning here, and we will move to the top of the fourth. We'll move to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Muzzy Field on Sporting News CT.
Okay.
right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work jump shot.
We apologize for technical difficulties as we move along here on SportingNewsCT.com. Be able to get any more replays.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
2-1 count now to Austin Roy.
There's a ball.
Come on, Austin!
Three and 2 the count to Brady Coleman. Or excuse me, that's Roy. After a little bit of a rally last inning from the Ellington squad. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball, this is playable. Fielded on a hop. Wonderful play to first.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, there's a wonderful play from Coleman for the first out.
And even though Ellington being up 1-0 in this game, only 3 hits combined, 2 for Ellington, 1 for RCP, so it's been a pitching duel.
Yeah, as all these games in the tournament have. Every single game in this tournament has been the duo of the pitchers. It's as good as your starting pitcher and bullpen are.
Wow. Then let's go.
That one just missed, 1-0. In there for a called strike and the count. Oh, excuse me, that's ball. So it's 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Strike 2-1. Again, a delayed call from the umpires, so we're a little late coming to a conclusion on whether it was a ball or a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Foul, 2-2.
Number 2 on Muzzy Street.
Yeah, that was number 2 on Muzzy Street.
Sun is winding down here.
Yeah, now we can really see. The count goes full here on Tibierge.
Matt's just, imagine sweating, just sitting here and talking.
Yeah, it's unbelievable what a little bit of sun and an open window can do to you. That's going to walk it. So that'll put him on first base. And out to the mound comes Aaron Young.
So once again, RCP getting some base runners, but we'll see how they can make those base runners into some runs.
4th walk allowed on the day from Stefan Lesko and 6 base runners. So that just shows you only 2 base runners have reached on something other than a walk. So that just goes to show what is conspired in these last few innings with a runner off first. Here comes the pitch. Cracked the other way. This ball is going to be caught in right field. They tried to get him, but Muzzy wasn't quick enough, so they'll have to settle for the out. Now with 2 away, here comes Tyler Baldwin.
And frustration being shown from Jared Valentin, as you know, a hit there would have been huge in a game like this.
Yeah, Valentin walked his first at bat, so he's now 0 for 2 on the day.
Second baseman number 12, Tyler Baldwin.
Here comes Baldwin. Baldwin 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. Coleman retired in the first time up. Gotta love how, even though Baldwin stepped out for a little bit, Stefan Lesko just kept looking in for the sign. Here's Baldwin. The box scores thus far for RCP, no runs, a hit, and an error. Ellington's got 1 run on 2 hits and an error, so neither side has gotten too much in the hits department as we expected. Still, 3 hits total through a couple innings in this game. That's a strike. Oh no, that's actually a ball, so it's 2-0. 2-0 the count with a runner off first base. The 2-0 pitch. First strike, 2-1.
Gotta be ready up there to hit.
Yeah, you definitely cannot go up to the plate looking to take pitches because it's pretty clear that Lesko and Tivierdge are both not giving you anything they don't have to.
Hitting their spots well.
They are. Here comes the 2-1. It's in the dirt, 3-1. So now Lesko has put himself in an opportunity where he's about to give up a 5th walk, and we're still in the 4th inning. There's still 3 more at bats for both ends.
He's lucky that none of those 5 walks have turned into any damage against Ellington.
Yeah, so now the count runs full, and he's going to try to avoid a walk. If he walks him here, that's not something you want to go to.
It's not. And then I would not be surprised if we see a mound visit from Keith Kidd over there in the Ellington dugout.
This one is popped up. Oncoming is the right fielder, but Muzzy couldn't get it. So we do it again full. Gorgeous night here at Muzzy Field. This is the perfect night for a baseball game. And all these fans who have found themselves seats underneath the awnings on either side have begun to make their way out as the lights have come on here at Muzzy Field. 3-2 and a runner off first base. Second straight payout pitch on its way from Stefan Lesko to Tyler Baldwin. Cracked on the ground. This is off Lesko's glove. Fielded by Barone. Over to first base, and it's in time. Oh, what a wonderful play, and that's the inning.
And frustration still being shown from RCP and Tyler Baldwin.
So the put out goes 4-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and they'll leave a man on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We're back in a moment here on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Welcome back to Muzzy Field on SportingNewsCT.com. I'm Cameron Mann alongside Aiden Blank. Before we get back into the game as they are still warming up. Let's look at some MLB scores around the league. Yanks and Orioles just underway in the bottom of the first, no score. Same with the Cubs and Pirates as they are in Pittsburgh. Mets and Nationals, 3-0 Nationals on top of the bottom of the first. So they're starting off hot. And then you have the Tigers and the Reds in Detroit. They're just underway. Same with the Angels and the Rays in Tampa, and the Phillies and the Red Sox underway in Fenway in the bottom first.
Yeah, that Yankees matchup we were talking earlier on the car ride here was a huge series for them coming up. They need to have a decent record. They can't lose any more games in the standings.
Red Sox.
When they come into that series against the Red Sox. This one shot foul 1-0-2.
This is a big game here as we are in the bottom of the fourth. You wonder how the players feel because they understand what is on the line
They
here.
do, and especially it would be more for Ellington. That one is strike 3. Tried to run down to first, but that's out number 1. So one out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And after the strikeout for Dewey, he is now 0 for 3 on the day, so it's never good when your leadoff hitter goes into his what looks to be his final at-bat in the 6th or 7th inning. 0 for 3 on the day. A strikeout, 2 lineouts. As here comes Noah Budzik. Reached on an error in the first, singled in the 3rd. 1-0 the count, 2-0. Excuse me, this is Smith. Smith in his second at bat. That's out number 2.
So both sides really getting nothing going besides the first inning for Ellington. This game has been a pitcher's duel at Muzzy Field.
Barone grounded out in the first at bat. This counts 1-0. 2 down, bottom of the 4th inning. Out 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Get it?
Called strike.
Yes, 1-2. It's very hard. These signals are very hard to get. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on its way to Barone. In the dirt, 2-2.
Big pitch coming up for Tivierge. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Get out of this. Top of the 5th inning, got to start hitting for RCP.
Yeah, both these teams need to start kicking their offense into high gear. That is a check swing. Yes, he went, they say, and that's the inning. So we will go to the 5th inning. This game kind of flying along after that long first inning. We'll be back in a moment here on SportingNewsCT.com.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
What?
welcome back to Muzzy Field. Set to go for the top of the 5th inning. Aiden Blank alongside Cameron Manna and Cam. We do appreciate all the viewers that have been giving us positive feedback tonight. And we hope that RCP and Ellington fans tune in if we have another game, which as of now, if the game ended right now, we'd be going to a Wednesday afternoon game. So I hope. Oh, so it will be Wednesday night then. Blues have been kicked out of their own home, apparently. American Legion Baseball, #1 important sport in the state. That's going to get down despite a diving Brady Coleman at shortstop. First base runner gets on. Will we call that an error is the question.
No, probably not.
They're going to call that a base hit. And I think even, yeah, because the question is, if he had gotten that,
he wouldn't even had it at
yeah,
first.
Exactly.
So here comes RCP.
Yeah, Dewey is now 1 for 3 on the day, and here comes Noah Budzik. Reached on an air and then singled. So he's 1 for 2.
I think this is their inning, Aiden. They got to get something going right now. And only being down 1, that's not too much to come by.
1 out. Scores to bunt. 1-1.
I would not be surprised if he shows bunt again. Getting a runner in scoring position right here would be huge, and Kevin Smith is not hugging the grass too much for a bunt to be shown.
Oh, he's creeping in there. Now he creeps in. That ball lined back up the middle despite another diving attempt from Coleman. And runners move to first and second. How about that?
Here they go. Here's the energy. RCP coming alive here. And this is what we like to see in a matchup like this. An elimination game.
And if you are Ellington here, this is exactly what you were afraid of coming into this game. Exactly. That RCP was going to kind of kick it into high gear. And when they do that, there's very little you can do to stop them.
So first and second, no outs. Ellington definitely looking for an out here, as a single could potentially score a run.
It is most important right now that they just get out of this inning. Whatever they need to do, just get out of it. So Budzik reaches on a base hit. Paulizonis has walked twice is the count. First pitch to him. Squares to bunt, lays it down perfectly. This is going to be a tough play to make, though, get the out at first.
Smart play right there. Smart and a good call by Coach TJ for RCP.
You know what? That was the necessary call that they needed to make. That was the call that needed to be made. They needed to go to first base.
And how big a sac bunt is. We talked about this last night. It was just first and second. Now it's second and third, so now a single could potentially score 2 runs and put RCP on top.
Yeah, and here comes a big, big, big play.
In the hands of Zach Lombardo. And Kevin Smith creeping in. Infield fully in here as a...
Yeah, just as a precaution. Lombardo struck out in the first. It's ball 1.
He did show bunt, so maybe a safety squeeze being put on, but that would not be a smart call. Infield ready for any hot shot.
See, the plan here is you want to bunt and you want to get them to throw it to first base because it's a win-win situation. They throw, you score the run.
Here it comes.
They're going to hold it up, and just like that, it backfired. RCP has tied this game up at 1.
Gutsy call by Coach TJ. Infield was in. They got the bunt down, and they got the runner at first base as Ryan Decker hesitated with his throw to home. So just like that, we're tied at Muzzy Field.
You know what? This is where anything can happen. This is the game, Cam, that you and I both came here hoping to see, and this is the game we're going to get to see. As I was saying before, if you bunt and they throw it to first, you score the run. So if they hold it, then you got the bases loaded. So it's a win-win situation. They didn't have to give up any outs. RCP is in the driver's spot right now. First pitch is a strike to Zach Lombardo.
Lombardo will steal, and he will be on second now. So And the infield will come in again. And I was going to say that bunt, gutsy call.
Here's the 0-1.
As he bunts again.
There's another bunt, 0-2. Now you're forced not to bunt.
Yeah. But even if they see it coming, if you get that
yeah,
bunt.
the infielders are going to remain on the grass here.
Even if you see that bunt coming, if you get it right where you need it to be, the run is going to score.
Here comes the pitch. This one is a crack ball. They will hold him at third. Wow, look at how much, look at how far Lombardo crept up at second base. That was a little gutsy.
But a great play by Brady Coleman holding that runner there. Took his time.
There was not much else he could do in that spot. But just hold him off. Ellington has 2 outs now, so. First pitch, strike, 0-1.
Yet again, a single here could do some damage. A single here would be huge for RCP as it could potentially score 2.
They do. Cracked on the ground is short. This one fielded by Coleman across the diamond. He goes. They get out of it. But we're not without a price to pay.
We got a ball game.
We've got deuces on the scoreboard. Well, not deuces, but ones on the scoreboard. We got a pair. And we are headed to the bottom of the 5th. We're back in a moment on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
And now back at Muzzy Field on SportingNewsCT.com. I'm Cameron Manna and Aiden Blank right next to me. 1-1 ball game as RCP puts up 1 last inning.
They were dangerously close. Ellington definitely had a little pep in their step coming off the field. And
they did.
Yeah, and Heath Kidd was certainly a little aggravated that they had to go that far and give up the run, but you know what? They only gave up 1, and this is very, very manageable. First pitch is a strike, 0-1.
A lot of those runs, though, not even being scored off hits.
Yeah, certainly. A 1 pitch inside, 1-1.
There's no score in the Cheshire-Southington game over there at American Field.
If Southington wins that game, they go to the regional. If Cheshire wins that game, they play again at SEPA tomorrow night. 2-2 the count. And so RCP a little concerned about that too. That could be the Cheshire could be their either one of those teams could be their opponent again. Count 2-2. It's in the dirt. 3-2, so a full count now.
Good at bat so far from Ryan Decker.
Coming out to give him a little breather time and make sure that he's all good. Cut on and missed, and there's the first out of the inning. So a wonderful start to the inning, and RCP, you see, you give them some runs and they can do wonders. So here comes Young.
What a momentum shift. Now it feels like the game is in RCP's hands, as in the beginning, the momentum was on the side of Ellington with that energy.
Aaron Young 0 for 1, flying out to center his first time. On 1 the count now. One out, bottom of the 5th inning in an 0-1 count. RCP and Ellington both knotted at 1. Cracked on the ground. This is going to be a hard play to make it second. They'll go to first in time. How about that? 2 down in the inning.
Right fielder number 1, Adam Busey.
So here comes Musey. Led off the game with a walk. Walked and struck out with a drop third strike as the count goes 1-0 on Musey. Foul back. Count goes 2-1-1. You see a nice wide shot of this gorgeous Muzzy field. Just behind home plate. In for a strike, and the count 1-2.
Tibier staying in the game, and he is in a rhythm now after a bit of a shaky first inning.
Oh yeah, he is really settled down, hasn't allowed a run. He'll step off the mound now. One and two with 2 gone here at the bottom of the 5th, and the base is empty. Steps off the mound once more.
They're looking for a sign, some miscommunication by the brothers.
Just needs some time. I think he needs
to step off.
Although you wouldn't want to mess up your rhythm, so clearly something's wrong. And
yeah,
now,
he stepped off 3 times.
Yeah,
already.
Brett's gonna go talk to Roland and find out what's going on. Clearly something was wrong there, right? I mean,
yeah.
3 times in a row he steps off. Clearly something.
Maybe
sign, some miscommunication. Something was not right there between the two.
Maybe he didn't like the pitch. Well, we'll see what happens here.
Swung on and missed, so something went right. How about that?
And that shows good command by Roland Tibier to step off the mound and get his pitch.
Well, get his pitch he did. We're going to the top of the 6th inning. We're back in a moment on SportingNewsCT.com.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Welcome back to historic Muzzy Field. Aiden Blank alongside Cameron Manna. And Cam, this has really turned out to be a dandy of an evening, both weather-wise and baseball-wise.
It is. It's a great night for baseball, and it's a great night to see a 1-1 tie here in crunch time in the top of the 6th inning.
Crunch time it is as we move along to the top of the 6th. 2 more at-bats for either side, assuming we play the full 7.
RCP pitcher number 7, Roland Tibier.
Roland Tibier will lead things off, ball 1. 1-0. The count. Tibier went 6-3 in his first at bat, grounded out to short, then walked in his second. So he's gotten on base once today. The count now 1-1.
Both pitchers doing their job. Lesko staying in his rhythm right now. Frame 1 by Aaron Young.
1-1 now, 1-2.
glove broke. He's pointing at his glove.
Yeah, definitely. That's a new glove he needs. Something happened with it, maybe the lacing, or now Heath Kidd's gonna look for a new one. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to relace it, it looks like.
Yeah.
Down in the dugout, they're doing something. I think they're trying to relace the glove. Oh, they just threw him a new one, so.
That's the second glove. That's probably his infielder's glove, or if he just has, it's always good to
probably,
have 2
yes. Yes, that is, yes. A lot of pitchers and catchers and first basemen because they all use different mitts.
Always good to have a second one.
There's a ball, 2-2. The count as we split deuces. Here comes the pitch. Upstairs, 3-2.
Well, the mitt's not doing any problem to Lesko in his rhythm.
Hopefully not. That can really screw up a pitcher when you take long pauses like that and break the rhythm. This one cracked on the ground to second base, went off his glove. They're going to have a play at first base. It's not in time.
And what did I say? Routine plays when you baseball games, and that is Braden's second error of the game.
Call it an error to Tyler Baldwin at second base, and that's an E4 that puts Tibiarge on first base.
Left fielder number 4, Jared Ellington.
They got him in a pickle. They got him. Oh! They say he went around it.
You know what? That's a very tough call to make.
Yeah, Heath Kidd, I'm with you. I don't like the call either.
That was a very disappointing. That was a very disappointing call. Kidd definitely has the right to be out there right now. I'm not a big fan of that, but he certainly has the right to be out there.
But Young played the situation well. He judged, you know, from behind the plate like that, you're going to judge on where they're going to go, but he made the right throw and made a good throw. And Heath Kidd still out there trying to argue the call. Probably not going to be overturned, just trying to get his word in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you definitely, there's no reason for him to be out there other than to get his word in at this point.
And hey, we know as much as him about the call. We do not know.
I think they said he went around it.
And
so they're going to try and overturn it. So he definitely made a convincing argument. They may be able to overturn it.
If they do, I would be surprised. I do think that he got him, but I'll say no, so the call will stand. That's a big break right there for RCP, as stealing over there was a gutsy call, but it does work out for Roland Tiriage.
And as the Connecticut State Commissioner was saying, we may need to call New York on that one. Ball upstairs. They're going to throw it. Oh, my goodness. God. It's going to center field. Now he's going to go to third. Oh, they may have him. Yeah, they
got him.
Unbelievable. Yes, unbelievable throw to third base.
Aiden, what
Time is being called now.
What a turn of events. The umpires, this is a turn of events right here. Aaron Young chucks the ball into center field, and they...
We got to hear what's happening.
So I think they're saying batter's interference because Young throws the ball into center field. There's got to be a problem there. So I think they're calling batter's interference. Here comes Coach TJ.
Yes, so.
So he's going to converge the umpires.
Yeah, they're going to have a conversion. And
we're getting word over here from the commissioner that the batter's out and the runner might also be out. So this could be a turn of events right here.
And right now what you see at home plate is a very confused bunch of kids and the umpires that are trying to figure out what just went on.
So Young throws the ball into center field. He was annoyed about something. And now they're going to talk to Coach Heath. They're going to bring him out about the call, and Coach TJ. They're sending him back to second base, the runner. But the batter is going to be out.
So they send the batter, no, yes, they send the runner back to second. Valentin is sent back to the dugout. That's going to be very interesting to watch him score this.
He's pissed. He throws his bat. That was a turn of events right there. But I did think there would be something wrong if Aaron Young air mills the ball into center field. But a good throw from Chase Kidd, just getting a pop fly and gunning him out. Trying to gut him out over there at third base. So there's one out. Anyone confused, you can comment in the chat.
Yeah, that was one of the more confusing plays we've seen.
And the kids were obviously confused, just high school baseball players trying to play ball.
This one is caught, and they nearly doubled him up, but that's out number 2. So they settle into a little bit of a rhythm now. RCP really needs, and this is a huge, huge spot for Ellington. One hit and and the way this game's going, that could be the end of the inning. That could be the end of the game. RCP could win on one hit.
This inning has just been crazy, and Ellington is about to get out of it. So they just need one more out right here, trying to hold that go-ahead run at second.
And on a miss, nothing in one. And that play can really screw up your momentum on both sides. No balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs after a few confusing plays. Aiden Blank, Cameron Manna. This one is popped in the air, and that may be their best friend. It's going to be gloved over at first by Ryan Decker. Inning over. How about that?
Wow.
Unbelievable stuff in this inning, and Cam will stay right here. This is Ellington's, they get 2 more chances. No matter what, but this is something else.
I'm still talking about what happened last inning, just to go over on their thoughts, but that was crazy. I'm still trying to get over what happened.
I think we all are, so. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in just a minute here on SportingNewsCT.com.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Aiden Blank and Cameron Manna back with you from Muzzy Field in gorgeous Bristol, Connecticut. The sun is set. Cam, and it's looking as good of a baseball night as it will ever be.
Yeah, no, it is. And this game is just getting even more interesting and interesting as the seconds go on in this 1-1 ball game.
Yeah, this is incredible. A very interesting sequence of events last inning, and
Tivierge will stay on the mound.
Yeah, this is very interesting. They're keeping Tivierge in the game.
Pitching is short, so if they can have a guy go complete game like Kevin Smith did last night for Ellington, we'll take it every single time.
.96 is the pitch count for the Ellington pitcher, Stefan Lesko. Trying to get one on Tivierge as we move along. Here's the pitch. In for strike 1.
Austin Roy hugging the grass over there, trying to watch for a bunt as he kicks back.
Here comes the pitch. Foul off, 0-2.
That's the 3rd on Muzzy.
Yeah, not too many on Muzzy Street as compared to what we saw last night. Last night we saw a whole bunch, but
we did.
Tonight we see not too many. Pitch. Ground ball, third base, backhanded, over to first. But he's going to get in there. Oh, wait a minute. He went into fair territory. Now we're going to see what he calls. So what happened was he fell into fair territory. He is injured.
He is down, and I think the umpire called time the second he saw him down. So, but if the ump did not call time, he could have been called out. We'll see what the injury is.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what this is.
Heath Kidd and 7 Lesko walking out. Aldrich will get up, which is good to see. And he will
that is what you wanted to see there, but yeah, not sure what was going to happen there. He gets on, I guess. Yeah, he gets on first base.
The ump did call time right when he fell, and he'll run it out just to see how he feels. He looks fine.
Yeah, he looks fine, but of course, looks can be very deceiving in baseball.
They can. But smart play over there from Polzinos to try to tag Aldrich to get the out.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple of times where the fielders haven't even known the runner. That's why they always tell you, once you run to first base, you run it all the way through, as this ball is going to be grounded and by the first baseman. Palazonis couldn't get there. And moving to third goes the runner, and just like that, Ellington is in business. Runners on the corners here in the bottom of the 6th inning. There's your pitch. We were waiting for one of those all night that would blow the game open, and there you have it.
Big play right there, a hit and run, and it was executed.
Yeah, that was perfectly executed, unbelievably executed.
And now, really, Ellington's in the driver's seat. A great chance that Aldrich over there at third will score as the infield getting brought in.
Aldrich on third, and let's go off first. And here we go. That's ball 1. They'll let Stefan Lesko go to second base.
Might have not saw that as the viewers, but the batter here was actually about to show bunt, maybe trying to fake out the infield.
0-1, cut on and missed. 0-2, so still nobody out in this inning, and this is a huge spot. If you can't get 1 or 2 runs off this, you don't deserve to win this game. Upstairs, 1 and 2. This is the turning point.
It would take a lot for Tivierge to get out of this right here in this RCP team.
This one is going to be chopped foul. Do it again at 1 and 2.
Second and third. Chase Kidd is on deck.
Here comes the pitch. Caught on and missed. Oh, what a big strikeout that was. He fights back, and it is a rewarding strikeout. 1 out, but still runners off second and third.
And no intentional walk, Chase Kidd. Trying to get the double play at the end of the inning.
Let's see. They will put so now they load the bases after an intentional walk.
I like that call by Heath Kidd, because a ground ball right here, getting it to be a double play and get a force out at any base is huge. So a good call by the manager.
Kevin Smith, the third baseman. All he's got to do is put it in fair territory. That's ball 1.
Sorry, Coach TJ making that call. RCP.
Right. All the runners were ready to go. They were ready to pounce, and that's not a good sign if you're RCP, seeing that these runners at any moment could pounce on you. Here it comes. Quack the other way! That's going to get into right field! 1 run will score! Here comes run number 2. He will score! Coming in to score is Chase Kidd. He is going to get home plate. They'll play at third. Is going to be not in time. How about that? A bases clearing triple for Braden Barone. Excuse me, Kevin Smith. Well, I'll tell you what he just said there. He said, you do not want to intentionally walk somebody to get to me. A bases clearing triple, other than an inside the park home run, the best thing that could have happened out of that play.
And I don't know if they're going to give him home as the pass ball.
They will not give him, but they're going to have a pinch hitter now.
Oh my God, and Kevin Smith showed the emotion with the bat flip, and bases clearing RBI triple, and just like that, Aiden Ellington is in the driver's seat immediately.
Cut on and missed. It's 0-1 to the pinch hitter. Runner off to third now. Just a runner on third, and they can make it 5-1 here. And with that hit, they basically, I would say, solidified themselves, got themselves to tomorrow night.
I really think so. You know, with the 7th inning coming up, I think that was huge. And Kevin Smith,
this one is going to drop into right field. It'll be caught. Smith thought about tagging, but holds up. 2 down now. And it's kind of calmed down after a heart-stopping last couple of minutes of play.
And you saw that whole Ellington bench coming out. Just a big play. The energy was there in an exciting turn of events.
So once again, if Ellington can pull off the victory and get these next 3 outs in the top of the 7th inning, we will play one more game tomorrow night. The winner of that moves on in the tournament. If RCP can make a comeback and win this game somehow, they move on to the regional. They do not need to play tomorrow night. Here's the first pitch. Cut on and missed. Ooh, this is Decker, right?
Yep, not a good first swing by him early in the count. Swinging the ball in the dirt. See if he can bounce back right here.
Ellington was so excited on that bench.
Anyone's getting a player of the game. Anyone's getting player of the game. It's going to be Kevin Smith. He probably got it last night with the complete game, and he'll get it tonight.
Kevin Smith is really showing up. This is a little nubber. He might be able to beat this out, running like there's no tomorrow, and he'll get it. He's not the speediest guy in the world, but you know what? When it matters, Ryan Decker can run like Usain Bolt. How about that? Running, I was saying running like there's no tomorrow. He quite literally is. And there quite literally could be no tomorrow if Ellington can't win this game. Unbelievable hustle from that kid. And now here comes Aaron Young. He's already got my vote for the Heart and Hustle Award from Ellington. Fly ball center field. Backpedaling the center fielder, Dewey, makes the play to end the inning. What an incredible inning. Possibly the biggest inning Ellington will play all season. They may have just earned themselves a spot tomorrow. Unbelievable. Ellington, 3 outs from forcing a pivotal second championship game tomorrow. We'll find out if they can in just a minute here on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Welcome back to Muzzy Field. It's 5-1 Ellington. Ellington just 3 outs from forcing tomorrow night. Cam, I didn't think this was going to be a possibility after we saw them last night barely squeeze into this game and really fail to hit. I didn't think until that last hit that any of this was going to be possible, but Ellington is one of those teams where they could be down to their last strike, down 10 runs, and the game is still far from over.
I thought this game was going to come down to the last inning, have it, being a 1-1 tie, but, that's what it takes in games like these. You need that one hit, that one player to get it done, and that player is Kevin Smith. And let's see if Stefan Lesko can have the second game in a row where an Ellington pitcher goes complete baseball.
If Ellington wins this game and then comes back to win tomorrow night, they fully deserve, and I think you would agree, they fully deserve to move on to the regional tournament over RCP. I mean, RCP has had every chance in the world to do this.
They have. And
they just couldn't get it done.
I'm not sure if this will matter either, but run differential, and they've just played a great game of baseball, Ellington, and having that one inning that we saw with the turn of events, coming back and having a great inning led by Kevin Smith.
Well, run differential normally will not matter until maybe the regionals in a pool play, although the regionals are a bracket, so it wouldn't even matter until they could get to the World Series. So, as if they win, whoever wins this plays the winner of the other super regional, and they will play, as that ball is fouled off 0-2, they will play in the state tournament series, which will be a best-of-3 series. That'll be up at Seppa Field in Meriden. That starts this weekend. Order 1 and 2. And both those teams will move on to the New England Region Tournament. So this might as well be a state championship game. Pitch. Cracked on the ground. That is going to be played into right field. So RCP still a little bit of fight left in him as Muzzy grabs it. Got it right. They're not done yet.
They're not. And it's going to take every ounce of this team to get it done. With no outs, they can't really have any mistakes right now. Got to take some good hacks, get some base runners here.
Here we go. In for a strike, 0-1. Ellington by 5. Just 3 outs from a title, and if they 3 outs from forcing tomorrow night. Nice off-speed pitch 0-2. And if they win tonight, if they could find a way to lose this game and RCP moves on to the regional tournament, that might haunt these Ellington players for a long, long time. I think you would agree.
Yeah, it would.
Give me your foul. Do it once more at 0-2.
And I think this is the at-bat right here that is going to be the turning point for RCP. If
I agree,
if Bolzinos can get on, that would be huge. But if he does get out, that's going to be a big turning point, because out in the inning, maybe a double play right after that, that could be game. And as we do get word that this is going to be Lesko's last batter.
Remember that it is not his last batter, it is last pitch, because they cannot sub in the middle of a batter. That's 1, and that was nearly 2, but they couldn't scoop it at first base.
Yeah, so last batter. And that's
disappointing, but you know what? They're able to keep it alive.
So a great outing from Lesko, and here comes Heath Kidd to make the change.
You know what? He deserves all the applause in the world, as he will walk off the mound. And Ellington, unbelievably, looks like they're going to force one final game tomorrow night. Coming into this tournament, I mean, this is unbelievable. Nobody thought that Ellington could do what they're about to do. The #1 seed, knocked off in the first game by this very RCP team.
Yeah, well, I'm not really surprised that where they are right now. They've had a great season, 16-5 in the regular season baseball, and you know what? Them being a 1 seed, them being here right now and getting this win, I think that's what they had to do. I think that's what people expected them to do. So I'm excited to see them move on if they can get these last 2 outs.
They get these last 2 outs, and it would be such an incredible story, and we'll have to do one final manager show. Hopefully we can actually air it tomorrow. Wow. That's all you can say as we continue on here on SportingNewsCT.com. We're going to have to try and get an update from Meriden. Love to know what's going on there.
This is Brady Coleman on the mound, and he is mostly a shortstop, second baseman, and if so, outfielder. So this is what Heath Kidd said before, and Coach TJ for RCP. If you can throw, you're going to be on the mound in this tournament, and that's what Brady Coleman is showing right now for this Ellington squad.
They need all the help they can get, bottom line.
They do.
Southington and Cheshire still scoreless in the top of the 7th inning. How about that? Cheshire could still force one more game. Southington is looking to just finish it off.
And that means that that is a pitcher's duel, so maybe both starters still in the game or the bullpen has come into play already.
Once again, the winner, well, if Ellington wins, we play tomorrow one more game. RCP wins, they're moving on to the New England Regional, but they play a state championship series first.
And if RCP loses, they are out, or?
If well, that would be Ellington winning, so we play tomorrow night, and that would be the
But RCP's out.
All end all. If RCP wins, they go to the regional. If RCP loses tonight, they play tomorrow, and that would be a single elimination game, no matter who wins. First pitch, strike ball one.
And, you know, I'm interested to see how Brady Coleman does in this spot. Not really a pitcher, and he's going to have to pitch well here in a big spot in the 7th.
Nick Paulazone is stepping in, one of the last hopes for RCP. He'll rip it down the line, but foul 1-1.
Well, if that got fair, that would have been big for RCP.
That would have been a very disappointing hit there. That would have taken the life out of Ellington, as a lot of these hits do. They got a nice 4-run cushion. This is the highest scoring game no matter what in this tournament.
And they do need every single thing that they can get right now.
That's a changeup, lifted high and deep. Oncoming is the center fielder. Kidd catches it in right center. And just like that, Ellington is 1 out away from doing the unthinkable and forcing us to come back tomorrow night for one more game.
And a 16-5 team that has forced 125 runs, most that they have seen in their division. So they're doing what has been at the same time expected and unthinkable.
Curveball in for a strike. They're 2 strikes away. Ellington can feel it. But of course, nothing guaranteed in this tournament. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, gets by him, runner will move up.
Don't worry about that runner.
Trying to throw some off speed there, and Coleman shaking his head. He knew he couldn't get that.
Took a little dip at the last minute, but they told him in the dugout, Heath Kidd saying, you know what? Don't worry about that runner. You do not need that runner. That runner is not essential, because even if he scores, it's still a 3-run ball game. Don't worry about him. Don't pay any attention to him at all. And just like that, Ellington 1 strike away. What can they do?
The Ellington dugout on their toes. They're ready for this.
Here comes the 1-2 to Tivierge. Cut on and missed. And just like that, they might as well have won the championship, you would think. Ellington will force a 1-game playoff tomorrow night. And in the worlds of the great Jack Buck, we will see you tomorrow night. Ellington and RCP will play for the final spot in the New England Regional, and the North Super Regional title will be on the line. We'll have a pregame at 6:15, and this time it's for real, folks. 6:15 pregame show. We'll get first pitch at 6:30. We'll take a short break and resume our post-game festivities in just a minute here on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Back on SportingNewsCT.com, Ellington forces one more game. 5-1 over RCP, and the gutsy performance from the #1 seed. They lose the opener. They have to fight their way back, winning 2 straight elimination games, and now they win a 3rd. And Cam, this is going to be fun tomorrow night.
It is. Excited to see that game, 6:30. at Muzzy Field, and Ellington really has that momentum. They're excited. They win a game here where they've wanted it. They won it in the 6th inning from Kevin Smith, and great hit by him.
The important part for RCP is that it is not over. They can very much go out and flip the script tomorrow night and walk home with the title. But Ellington certainly has all the momentum in the world going to tomorrow night, and it's going to be an incredible one. Hopefully we see some good baseball tomorrow.
And Heath Kidd said it from last night to me and Aiden. He said that this team's confident, they're loose, and they're ready to go. And they showed that tonight, winning yet another game back-to-back, 5-1 tonight and 4-1 last night. So this Ellington team looking to keep that success going at Muzzy Field.
We are going to sign off for now, but in less than 24 hours, the big game will happen. It will be Ellington and RCP. They will play. It better be a good game, I'm telling you. We've driven an hour back and forth, at least over an hour back and forth, sat through traffic. We've sat through so many games through this weekend, and it's going to be a wonderful accumulation to a great weekend and turned into a week of baseball.
It is, and thank you all for listening into this one. We hope we give you another good broadcast and another good ball game tomorrow night at Muzzy Field on SportingNewsCT.com.
Well, thanks, Cam, for being a part of it, and we can't wait to have you back tomorrow for one final time.
Excited to be there.
Well, thank you. We'll start the thank yous, and we're not done for the final time, thank goodness. Maybe, depending on what happens in Meriden, Don Boyle may be here tomorrow to help us out. Thank you to our executive producer, Don Boyle, of course, you, Cam, and everybody watching at home, the college scouts, the parents, the grandparents, wherever you're watching, whenever you're watching. Thank you for watching. We will be back tomorrow. 6:30 is your first pitch. We'll start with a 6:15 Legion Extra pregame show, and oh boy, this is going to be a fun one. For our executive producer, Don Boyle, our entire staff here at Muzzy Field that has been so gracious in hosting us, and of course, Cam Manna, my color man, I'm Aiden Blank, saying have a great night. We're back here at 6:30 tomorrow for the one-game playoff that will send one team to the New England Regional Tournament. Have a great night, everybody.